Hello everyone. So today I'm going to do a video that's a little bit unusual. I'm going to summarize everything that we have learned in the previous 4 videos. And also I'm going to show you some of the gadgets that I use to help my sleep. So I will begin with a sleep schedule, which is also called the sleep hygiene. And by the way, this is the first of my gadgets. It's just a very simple spiral notebook in which you can journal, you can track your sleep. Sleep hygiene is basically a sleep schedule. So you know when you are supposed to wake up, and you know when you're supposed to go to bed, and 2 hours before you go to bed, you start your bedtime routine. So as a very dedicated European, I use a 24-hour format. So please forgive me for that. So at 7:30, that's my sort of designated time for waking up. My bedtime routine starts at 9:30, so it's 21:30. As you see, that's how I like to write it down. So for the typical bedtime routine, it's good to put away electronic devices. I like to have a cup of decaffeinated tea, maybe sometimes with honey, journal, wash up, and meditate. My designated go-to-bed time is at 11:30 p.m. Okay, so that's the first portion of the review. I live in Colorado and it's really dry in here, and so sometimes you can have dry mouth. And so this is Biotene Dry Mouth Moisturizing Spray. You can, of course, use it during the day. It's good to use it also just in case you have dry mouth at night, so it doesn't keep you awake. So that's another gadget that I use. If you like some very pretty journal, I used to have some of those, but I like a spiral notebook. You do not have to have like a bookmark. So by the way, the second thing that we will review is what to do while in bed. So when you try to fall asleep, you challenge negative thoughts, and you can do progressive muscle relaxation or guided imagery, and that guide can be you. So we discussed already how to challenge negative thoughts in one of the previous videos. We also talked in the very same video how to do progressive muscle relaxation. Guided imagery is something that you can either listen to using headphones, you can pick a favorite tape, or you can imagine a place that you have been to, or a completely imaginary place that seems relaxing to you, and you can just imagine how it smells, how it tastes, what you see, what you hear, and what you touch. Yes, so the 5 senses. All right, so it feels like I'm doing too much reviewing here, so let me show you some other sleeping gadgets. So by the way, this is a bouquet of Colorado wildflowers that I have collected recently, and this little unicorn, her name is Malenka Ala. Malenka in Ukrainian, it means little, and Ala is Ala. That's her name. Well, my kitty is a wonderful sleeping buddy. She helps me to fall asleep. So just cuddling with her or brushing her or petting her is a really nice thing to do before going to bed. So this is another aid, natural sleep aid that I use. It is a book with sleep affirmations by Jennifer Williamson. So on every page of the book, there is a very nice picture with a sleep affirmation that you can read before you go to bed. And instead of laying in bed and having any kind of negative thoughts about being able to fall asleep, you can think about that sleep affirmation. This is a lamp that I use. There is nothing special about this lamp, but I wanted to show you the light bulb. This light is significantly more yellowish than you would normally expect. So it's not bluish and it's not white. And having a yellowish light that imitates sunset is suggested to be helpful for falling asleep. So when you do your bedtime routine, you may want to use a light like that. Let's see what kind of light it is. So this is a LED bulb, and You can see it says sleep tight every night. And so another device that I use, it's an aromatic oil diffuser. So this one is designed in such a way that if you take off the lid, you can pour some water into it and you can add a few drops of essential oil. You can see how it changes colors. And if you press this button, they are called mist, it will emit mist that will also have that aromatic oil in it that you have added, and it will smell very nice. So more of the review. So we do not stay in bed while awake for more than 20 minutes, but we avoid checking the time. We just kind of approximately estimate that. If need be, we get out of bed and do something calm and relaxing in a dimly lit room until we feel sleepy again. We always get out of bed at the same time, and as nice as it might be to sleep in during the weekends, the recommendation is that we do not sleep in for more than 30 minutes, just to help our body have this habit of going to bed and waking up at the same time. And we take at most one nap during the day for at most 20 minutes. Let's see what's next. Okay, this is not perfect. There is a letter G crossed out in here, but I hope you don't mind. So we try to exercise during the day because that helps to increase our sleep drive. We limit caffeine intake, so we avoid taking caffeine for 6 hours before bedtime, and that includes not only coffee but also soda, chocolate, hot cocoa, and anything else that contains caffeine. Let's see what else. See, there is so much stuff now. You can kind of see why you want to do this in more than 1 week and not all at once. And it would be pretty difficult to do everything all at once. So we try to record our sleep data. The reason for that is to notice patterns and also to help challenge negative thoughts. So not being able to sleep as much as we want, it's very unpleasant. And sometimes our mind tends to make it more kind of catastrophizing or dramatic than it actually is. So when we do record our sleep data, we can actually see how much on average we sleep during the week, for example, or during a month. And so when we are laying in bed and we have this catastrophizing thought, like I'll not be able to sleep at all tonight, we can say, you know what, I've been recording it and I've been able to sleep on average this many hours. So actually it's much more likely that I will be able to sleep tonight for this long, right? And the patterns are good because it's you can even record if you exercise during the day, how much caffeine you took, did you take any naps, were you able to keep the sleep hygiene the day before, did you go to bed and wake up during the time that you intended to. And so when you record all of that, it kind of helps to reinforce this new habit, and it helps to notice if there is anything that you do that helps you to sleep. And then when you record this data, it's like you're your own scientist. You don't need me or anybody else or any kind of research study to tell you what helps you and what doesn't help. You can see it for yourself, and it's actually very helpful to create new neural pathways in our brain and to create new habits. Okay, let's see what's next. All right, so we adjust our sleep schedule to keep our sleep efficiency at or above 90%. So again, I talked about it in one of my previous videos. So this is called sleep restriction, and I explained it in the previous video. So this is something that we may want to do. Let's see, and that's it. All right. So let me show you a few more sleeping aids, so to say. But if you notice, it's all natural. I'm not telling you to take any kind of medication. Okay, so I found where those two CDs were. So one CD is Peaceful Harmony. I like to listen to it at night when I journal. It's also a very nice CD to listen to when you do yoga. So just something nice. And this is a very nice guided passive muscle relaxation and tropical island imagery. So this is from Mayo Clinic, patient education. To be honest, I don't know if it's available for sale anymore. It should be. And if this is not available, it's just kind of to give you keywords to search in Google if you want to find a tape. This is also a natural sleep hormone. It is called melatonin. So it comes in all kinds of strengths from 1 milligram to 10 milligram. I think there is 1 milligram, 3 milligram, 5 milligram, and 10 milligram. And so you can start with just 1 milligram and play with that. So just so that you know, I'm not a doctor and I'm not prescribing you anything. You should check with your doctor if this is safe for you. This is, however, available over the counter. So you may want to also talk to a pharmacist in the pharmacy and see if this is something you may want to use. And I think that this is pretty much it. So one more thing that I didn't mention, it kind of goes without saying, is that there shouldn't be noise in your bedroom, and it should be pretty dark. And the pillowcases, the sheets, the blanket, the mattress, all of those things that are in your bedroom when you go to sleep, they should be comfortable. All right, I think I pretty much mentioned everything I wanted to. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will check in with you in one more week, because I did say it was a 6-week challenge to improve sleep. So I just wanted to mention, if you have been doing sleep restriction last week, then congratulations, kudos to you. It's not easy to do that, so that's great. If your sleep efficiency is at 90 or above, then you can increase the duration of the time during which you want to be asleep by 15 minutes and see how that goes. And if you just want to keep doing sleep hygiene, that's fine too. Have a nice day.